Welcome to Twilight Showcase Radio, hosted by singer-songwriters Sandy Stride and Keith James from Another Midlife Crisis, featuring dynamic New England and national songwriters, engaging performances, and moving backstage interviews.
This is Sandy Stride. Thank you so much for joining us this evening on Twilight Showcase Radio. And with great pleasure, we introduce Frank Albani. Nice to have you back, Frank.
Well, thanks, Sandy. Good to be here, as always.
Oh, we love it when you stop by and say hi, but we really like it when you come by to play music for us. And I understand we're going to get to hear a sneak peek, some cuts from your new CD.
Yeah, I've been working on a CD, and tonight will be the first time these songs will be kind of aired publicly.
Very cool. That makes them radio
audience.
premiere.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, we're looking forward to that. You're going to play a couple live for us as well.
Uh-huh.
All right, some fan favorites. Sounds good to me. And for those of you who may not know Frank Albani, he's South Shore singer-songwriter, performs all around the area, including you perform with Fred Meltzer and Free Range as well as your solo work, right?
Yeah, I have several musical hats, different things going on with different friends, and a lot of different styles. The Free Range band with Fred Meltzer, Peter Singer, and Mike Travers is original rock.
Very cool.
And I play electric.
Yeah, and had a nice feature with them here not too long ago. And we'll hear more about that in just a bit. And Frank really does have a hauntingly beautiful ballads, as well as dynamic, poignant satires. Very poignant. Yep. Yeah, pat yourself on the back. I think that's a good idea. You deserve it. He also works over at the Sewell Homestead Education Center in Middleborough, right?
Yeah.
And brings us absolutely gorgeous fruits, vegetables, and flowers.
I've been doing organic farming at Sewell Homestead for about 20 years now.
Wow.
And I love being on the land and working in the soil.
That's great.
And I actually ran the place for about 10 or 11 years. I quit a few years ago, but I think it's a very important mission to get the kids out there to do a school field trip and show kids where food comes from, because I think a lot of children don't have a clue. They see their mom coming home from the supermarket,
right.
and they think that carrots grow in a supermarket.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, maybe when we talk a little later, you can tell people how to get in touch with the powers that be if they do want to tour the farm. Sounds cool. Let's talk a little more about this. You recorded your new CD. By the way, the quality, of course, is impeccable, and I'm not surprised when I see that you recorded it at Ultrasound Studios with Joe Clapp. Tell us a little more about your experiences there.
Working with Joe has been great. He's a very knowledgeable engineer. He's just very adept, with the recording programs and the process. And he's just a great musician and a great guy. So he, has all the pieces of the puzzle, and he knows, I think, what people are looking for that come to him looking to use his services, And just as a sidelight, I went and saw Joe in the Sleep Eaters last night at the Spire Center.
Oh, wow.
Backing up Suzanne McNeil. And boy, they blew me away. They were very well rehearsed. They had such a great sound.
They're all fine musicians, fine musicians.
So, yeah, I really had a great evening listening to them.
That's super.
But yeah, it's taken quite a while, to put these things down, get these songs down.
It always does. It always does. Always takes longer than you ever think it can.
But working with Joe has been a real pleasure, and he's, just tries to bring out the best in the people that he works with, and I think he succeeds at that,
Yeah, we've done some recording with him, and not only is he technically right on, and as you say, he can help you out with instruments and so on. He'll back you up. He's emotionally supportive, and for me, that makes all the difference. And that isn't always the case, even with very fine studios.
Right,
that isn't. You don't get that emotional support. It makes a difference because it can be a little stressful.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, and I think a lot of recording engineers, may have the technical side, but they kind of lack the
People skills?
Yeah, people skills.
Exactly. No, it's true.
But,
and if you feel like you're being rushed through the process, that's never works. Never works.
So, yeah, it's been a very pleasurable experience working with Joe.
Now, you mentioned Maggie and Ted. Any other people you want to give a shout out for? Some of the people that you worked with Susan? I know you perform a lot with Susan. Was she involved in the CD as well?
Yeah, Susan Lee plays on 3 songs, I think. The last song we're going to play tonight is from the record. It's called Scatter My Ashes.
Yes, and she's on that
Susan's
one. I thought I recognized her voice on that. Another beautiful singer.
Yeah, we recorded a couple other songs. Christmas Time is one song. Man with a Mission is another song.
My favorite.
Yeah.
Next time we'll get that one back on again. Yeah.
But I worked with Fred Meltzer on drums. With a free-range band, Fred plays guitar and sings, but his main instrument is drums, and he plays drums on several cuts.
Yeah, he does
Mike
a nice
Travers.
job. Great guitar player.
Is,
another nice person too. Yeah, and we'll get to hear that beautiful instrumental that you guys put together with the free-range band, with the free-range band members.